On the plane. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Sally. Good morning.
Hello, teacher.
Yes, happy Sunday to you. How's the weather in your place?
It's very sunny.
Wow, that's really great because here in my place, it's partly cloudy and I cannot see Mr. Sun because
Oh,
yesterday there was a typhoon and I think up until now there's still some remains of the typhoon in our area, but fortunately, our area wasn't hit by any typhoon like flood or whatsoever. But we experienced heavy rain for the past week up until now. So anyway, um, if you can remember, we finished the dialogue here in unit one. Okay, so
yes,
you also learned some phrases that are useful, even some
yes.
vocabularies that can be used whenever we are at the airport. Yes, so um what are some what do we call that one? How do I say it? Like do you think like speaking of at the airport, Sally, so do you think security checks at the airport are too strict or just right? Why or why not?
I think the people at the airport, the security, they are very right because that's the rule and the reason that they give the rule is safety. So it's not strict. It's right.
Yes, that's right. And they're just doing it for everyone's safety. I agree with you on that one, Sally. Okay, so last question before we move on with unit two. What are the advantages and disadvantages of traveling by plane compared to other transportation?
I think traveling by plane is faster than other transportation, and I think it's one of the most convenient form of transport. Like we can pass the oceans instead of
Mm,
going by boat. We can go by
mm.
plane. It's safer than by boat because do you know the boat that go into the beach and there are many passengers in the boat just
Yes.
yesterday it's very dangerous in Halong Bay there
Mm-hmm.
are about 50 people in that boat about
Mm.
and when the typhoon come the boat like people die and there are
Oh my
just 12
God.
people that survive after that typhoon, so it's very dangerous and people on that boat they didn't wear life jacket also, so it's very dangerous.
Yes, like I'm so sorry for people who were affected during that
Yeah.
accident. Yeah, and I'm sorry for their family because they've lost their loved ones. Yeah, that's so sad to hear. And yes, it is dangerous, but it doesn't mean that when you take the boat, it's more dangerous than the airplane. Because even if we
Yes.
take the airplane, there is also some danger. But the securities, the pilot, the flight attendants already know the expected dangers ahead. That is why they they made strategic planning on how they can mitigate those dangers that are coming. And of course, for everyone's safety too, like they would make sure that they will fly and they will arrive in their final destination and what's up make sure that everyone is safe and sound like that. Okay, so you meant this. Yes, Sally, you I agree with you that the plane is the fastest mode of transportation. Yes, and it's very convenient. So those are the advantages. How about the disadvantages of using a plane?
The disadvantages are if we don't obey the rules, the plane, maybe there will be accident because the
Mm,
plane like fly over the sky and the like it's very high from the ground. So if there's some accident about machine or people don't obey the rule, they may die because of it.
that's right. And aside from that one, we know that plane is more expensive than traveling by boat, traveling by car, train, or other mode of transportation. Yes. Plus, the experience that you will have at the airport can be exhausting if you encounter so many delays like that.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, every mode of transportation, it has its own pros and cons. Yeah, so thank you so much for answering my question, Sally. So do you have any question about Unit 1?
No.
All right, then we will move on with Unit 2. It's all about on the plane. So we are done being at the airport. So now we are inside the plane. Okay, so there are so many vocabularies in here. So first, we have the airline. So you know the airline. So every country has its own airline, and
Yes.
every airport has different airlines. So how many I mean, what is one of the most famous airline in Vietnam, Sally?
I think one of the most popular airlines in Vietnam is Vietnam Airlines or also Vietjet. Vietjet.
VTech. So how many airlines are there in your country?
I don't know. I just know some popular airlines like the national airlines, but some
Mm.
small airlines. It's not popular, so I don't know.
All right. Because here in our country, there are only two. One, Philippine Airlines, then the second one is Cebu Pacific, like that.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah,
in
and
Vietnam, there's also Bamboo Airlines.
oh wow. Well, that's great because you have many airlines. Yeah, so when was the last time? Oh, no. You mentioned to me before that when you were like 5 years old, you traveled by plane. So if you could remember, I think there's less chance for you to remember because you were just 5 years old. So what what airline do you usually see in the news that has negative feedback from the passengers?
I think the Vietjet.
Why do you think is that, Sally?
Mm, because it's very popular. Like when I surf the internet, I can also see the um, the advertisement of Vietjet, and sometimes in TikTok, I also see the flight attendant of
Mm.
Vietjet.
All right. Then why would people I mean, why would people leave a negative feedback about that airline? What's their common complaint about that airline?
Maybe about the service, the flight attendant are not
Mm.
polite, are not helpful, or the that airlines has so much delay and it's annoy the passengers.
Yes, that's right. So it's not just VCheck, but most of the airlines will get a negative feedback from the passengers if they encounter some issues during their flight. Yes. Okay, you know what, Sally? Like here too in my country, there is one airline that people, like most people don't like because they have a piece of fare. Do you know what piece of fare is?
No.
Okay, so in the Philippines, our currency is called Philippine peso. So whenever that airline will have peso fare, okay, that means um they have many flights that only cost 1 peso. But of course, there are some hidden charges. So in their promotion, they're like, okay, if you book a flight now, you will only pay a certain amount, which is actually very cheap. Let's say 600, $6 like that, then you can now travel domestically. Okay, so of course, as Filipinos, we would book those flights, yeah, in advance, like 4 months in advance, 2 months in advance, like that. It depends to their promotion. So whenever that it is now the time to fly, they will cancel um most of the flights that have been booked in a very cheap price because they will give it to someone who is in a rush. If you are the
Right.
person who is in the rush to travel because of some emergencies, let's say that same thing with my cousin, like his dad was dying last
Oh,
year. So he didn't mind about paying for an expensive flight because he just wanted to be with his dad during his wake or during the burial like that. Yes. And you know what? There was also another passenger who booked a cheap flight in that airline. So let's say he only booked it for $6 like that. So that passenger who booked $6 flight was canceled. Yeah. So his slot was given to my cousin who's willing to pay um extra money or who's willing to pay for that flight in a different price, which is actually expensive because my cousin would book it like right now and she would also fly right now like that. So yeah, it's a very terrible service, and also the flights attendant are polite. It's just that their service is terrible. Yeah, but aside from that, there are also other airlines which gives excellent services. Okay. And we also have here Sally Tray. Okay, you know what?
okay.
Like this is a thing that we can see inside the plane where we can put our food whenever we want to eat. But there are some certain times or certain times during the flight that you cannot um take it out like that. You just have to put it to its place because the flight attendants will announce, okay, so you cannot use those trays because we are about to take off like that. Yeah, so they're strict with that one too. And we have the pilot, and this is the runway. It's
Runway.
like um by just looking at the picture, you can already know what it is. Then we also have here the cockpit. Are you
Pit.
familiar with it, Sally?
No, but by just looking at the picture, I I can see that it's like the place that the pilot sit to control the plane.
That is right. So before it was called flight deck. It's like the mind of the plane. And
Flight
this
deck.
is, yes, just like what you said, this is where the pilot controls where to go, when to fly, like that. And we have flight attendants. They're also known as cabin crew, like this, cabin crew.
Yes.
Okay, then we have safety belt or seat belt, life jacket. Okay, so during your whenever that you fly, they will not ask you to wear a life jacket. This is only worn if we are in the state of emergency during the flight. Okay. Then we have the seat, emergency exit. I think I've told you about emergency exit last week, right?
Yes.
Yes. So, can you still remember if you are okay, so what is your main responsibility if you are the person who is assigned to sit in an emergency exit?
Hmm. I don't remember.
Right. So actually, when we say an emergency exit, this is a special door only to be open when the plane quickly encounter danger. That's why it's
Yeah.
called emergency exit. So if you are the person who is assigned in the emergency exit seat, I near the emergency exit seat, then you're very lucky because you have an area where you can actually extend your leg whenever you want. However, you have a big responsibility during the flight because if there is some danger, you should know what's that, how to use the life jacket, how to assist other people, like that. You will help the flight attendants. So whenever that you are assigned in in a seat near an emergency exit door, the flight attendant will ask you, okay sir, ma'am, are you willing to assist the other passengers in case that we face some emergency scenarios? Then if you say yes, then yeah, you should be saying yes, because if you say no, then that means they will replace you to other person who knows, who's willing to help other people, like that. Okay. And if you say yes, I'm willing, however I don't know how to put on the life jacket, how to put on the mask, like that, or how to even like um fasten their seatbelt or whatsoever, then don't worry because the flight attendant will orient you before flying. Okay. Then we have here oxygen mask. Are you familiar with this one, Sally?
I think it's also used in hospital, but in case using in on the plane, it means that there's nearly an accident, like danger, and wearing that to make sure that the passengers are on safe, or in case on the plane if there's one passenger who is like have bad health and they need to use it to survive during the flight.
Yes, definitely. That's correct, Sally. Okay, but before you help others on how to put oxygen mask, you have to put it to yourself first.
Yes.
Secure your oxygen mask before helping others. And it's called oxygen mask because it is used for breathing. It actually helps you to breathe whenever that inside the cabin the pressure will be lost, like that. Okay, then we have here control tower. So what can you understand from its term control tower, Sally?
I think it's the place where I don't know it clearly, but I by just looking at it, I think it's the place where the people like can control the plane with the phone. If the plane are in danger, maybe the pilot or someone will send the information to people in this control tower, and they will know how to help.
Yes. Okay, so on land, we have traffic enforcers. So when we say traffic enforcers, those are the people who are responsible for the traffic. They will say, okay, so you have to make a stop so people can cross the pedestrian lane, like that. So same thing with a control tower. This is a building, the one that you can see in the picture, that can only be seen at the airport. And there is a person inside that control tower who is responsible for the air traffic. Let's say that the pilot in one airplane is about to take off, then the other one is about to arrive. So the control tower will actually make a communication with the pilot that, okay, so it's your now turn to fly, or it's your now turn to land. Okay,
Okay.
their purpose is to make sure that flights take off and land safely. Yes. So they are the one who also give the sign or permission to the pilot that they can now land or take off. Yes. Okay, then we have passenger. This is gonna be you when you travel. We have sick bag. Oh my God. So yes, I've experienced a terrible I mean, I had a terrible experience with this sick bag. Yeah. Do you want to know why?
Maybe you have travel sickness, and while you are on transportation, maybe a plane, or it can be also used in the taxi or the
Mm,
bus.
yes, that's right. So this is very useful when you have motion sickness. Yes, it's just that I have a terrible experience with it because I didn't know that the sick bag that was given to me has a hole at the bottom. So when I tried to use it, oh my God, it fell on the floor. I was so embarrassed by my seatmate back then. Yeah, that's
Oh,
why whenever that I don't feel good if I travel, I would really make sure, oh, where's the sick bag? Then I will um put an air into it and make sure that there isn't any hole. Yeah, because
okay.
I don't want to repeat it anymore. And we have here airline food. Have you ever tried ordering inside the airline, inside the plane, Sally?
I don't remember because it's a long time since I first fly in the plane.
Yeah, that's right. So yes, in the airline food, you can actually book it in advance at the same time when you book your flight. So that is what we call pre-order food. That way, you can save a little amount of money. But if you if you buy without if you buy um if you buy right when you fly, let's say that you are not flying during your flight, when you buy during your flight, then that's gonna be expensive. And you know what, Sally? It's better to eat at the airport before flying or bring some food that are allowed when you fly because most of the airline food are terrible and
Oh.
they're not good. Yes, because it's already ready made. So they just warm it up. Okay, it's not fresh anymore. Then we have overhead locker. So this is where we put our carry-on bags. But if your carry-on bag is very small, then no need to put it. You can just take it with you on the seat. Okay, then we have food trolley. So this is actually the one of the responsibilities of being a flight attendant. So whenever that they take off safely, they will now push the food trolley so to let other to give the food that other passengers pre-ordered. Or they can also say you can actually tell them, oh, I want to buy some cup noodles or I want to buy a bottle of water. Then they will give it to you using the food trolley. So in the food trolley, there are different kinds of foods. Yeah, most of them can just be most of the foods that they have will be bought from the 7-Eleven. Do you have 7-Eleven there?
No.
Oh, really? Like this one?
Seven
I think you
Eleven.
do.
What
I
does it
think you
mean?
do. It's a convenience store. This logo. Do you have a 7-Eleven convenience store like this?
No, but in Vietnam we have the GS25.
Oh, really? Oh, that actually surprises me. Because in Korea they do have, in Japan they have, in China they have too. Like even in Thailand when I went there they have, Singapore they have, in US they have, Philippines they have. That is why I was like, oh, really? You don't have 7-Eleven like that. So this is just a convenience store. You probably have this 7-Eleven. However, it's in Vietnamese. But yeah, yeah, 7-Eleven. So of course, you have other convenience store. So yeah, most of the food that are sold inside the plane are just from are just the food that we can buy in 7-Eleven, like ready-made foods like that. Cup noodles, like some bread. Okay. They will
Yes.
just put some water or heat it up. Okay, then we have aisle. So this vocabulary is already repeated from Unit 1. So any question about the vocabulary here, Sally?
No.
No. All right, so this time we are going to watch a video about world's coolest flight attendant. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let me see if I have it. World's coolest flight attendant. This one.
Good evening, folks. Welcome aboard Southwest Airlines Flight 372, service to Oklahoma City. Those of you that have flown us before know that we do things a little bit differently here on Southwest. Some of us tell jokes, some of us sing, some of us just stand there and look beautiful. I, unfortunately, can do none of those. So here's the one thing that I do know how to do. We're going to shake things up a little bit. I need a little audience participation. Otherwise, this is not going to go over well at all. So here's what I need, especially you guys in the front, because you know what's coming. All right. I need a beat. All right. All I need you to do is stomp and clap, and I'm going to do the rest because I've had 5 flights today, and I just cannot do the regular boring announcement again. Otherwise, I'm going to put myself to sleep. So, you guys with me? All right. So, give me a stomp, clap, stomp, clap. Come on, stomp, clap, stomp, clap. Stay on beat there. There you go. Keep that going. This is Flight 372 on SWA. The flight attendants on board serving you today. Teresa in the middle, David in the back. My name is David, and I'm here to tell you that shortly after takeoff, first things first, there's soft drinks and coffee to quench your thirst. But if you want another kind of drink, then just holler. Alcoholic beverages will be $4. If a Monster Energy drink is your plan, that'll be $3, and you get the whole can. We won't take your cash. You gotta pay with plastic. If you have a coupon, then that's fantastic. We know you're ready to get to new places. Open up the bin, put away your suitcases. Carry on items, go under the seat in front of you, so none of you have things by your feet. If you have a seat on the road with the exit, we're going to talk to you, so you might as well expect it. You got to help evacuate in case we need you. If you don't want them, we're going to reseat you. Before we leave, our advice is put away your electronic devices. Fasten your seatbelt, then put your trays up, press the button to make the seat back raise up. Sit back, relax. Have a good time. It's almost time to go, so I'm done with the rhyme. Thank you for the fact that I wasn't ignored. This is Southwest Airlines. Welcome aboard.
Wow. All right. So what have you understood from his rap, Sally?
I think it's just the flight attendant announced the flight rules, but just like he's rapping and yes.
Yeah, so he was so cool because if you're just a regular or a cat or a normal flight attendant, you will just announce all the things that you have to do, the things that they will do during the flight like that. But that flight attendant um came out of his comfort zone and do the rap. Yes, and that is actually related to his job. And passengers were amazed by what he did. Yes. Okay, so that was also like what we call an icebreaker before they fly. Yes. So anyway, Sally, we'll just end here. Then next time on Saturday, we will continue with the audio. So any questions, Sally?
No.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining our session today. I hope you learned something. Have a great rest of your weekend and see you next week. Bye, Sally.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye.